Why, hello. Happy May. It's May 4th. What? I know this year is just flying by. Anyway, thank you for joining me. It's Monday night. It's my favorite night of the week because I get to join all of you fine people to talk about the housing market. So if you are new here, welcome to your live dose of real estate reality. My name is Jackie Baker. I'm a realtor in Northern New Jersey, and we talk about all things real estate here, housing market, all that fun stuff. And I'm also here to answer any questions you have if you are buying or selling a home. So happy to help out. So tonight, this housing crisis is getting worse. There are so many conflicting articles going on, and I was just like, it's getting pretty bad out there. And I'm going to share more stories with you today about what my buyer clients have been dealing with again here in New Jersey because New Jersey, it just hasn't stopped. So anyway, before we begin, let's get into the rules, shall we? Well, not the rules, but you know what I mean. Okay, if you have a question, please put QQQ in front of your question so my producer can find it and we can put it up on the screen. Same thing if you have a housing win. We celebrate housing wins here. So if you just recently got under contract or if you closed on a home, come on, let's celebrate it, okay? Put it up there, put win in front of your housing win so we can put that up on the screen and celebrate because even though the housing market kind of sucks, people are still buying and selling homes and hey, let's celebrate it. Okay. Now tonight's buyer seller 101, this is the second half of the show. We're going to be talking about do you help people are buying a home, especially your first time home buyers, what not to do when you get under contract on a home. And I think I think already know what I'm going to say about that. For sellers, I get this question all the time. What do I fix or update in my home before I put it on the market? We're going to answer that as well tonight. So again, don't forget, put your questions in the put in the chat. Again, QQQ. And here we go. I just want to say a quick hello to everybody. Chris Barr is in the house, shows up first to deliver all the jokes. Thank you so much, Chris. And let's see, Colorado Clouds, how are you? Thanks for being here. And then we got Madam Mayor's Adventures. Thank you so much. Hello, Cackleberry Cottage. Holy crap, you're getting snow. It's May 4th and you're in Southern California. Make that make sense. Okay. All right. Oh, Chris, you remembered because you're on Pacific time, 4:24. Very tired from house hunting. Yeah, I want an update on that. How's everything going? And Mary Beth is here. Hi, how are you? I'm so glad you made it. All right, before we I'll get into the chat a little bit more. Again, don't forget to put your questions in there. So this crisis is it's getting out of control. And people are waiting for this to get better. The data is it's not very good. It's not very positive. So I got an article from Gallup, the Gallup poll, and what they shared was pretty disturbing. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. Let me pull up the article. Here we go. All right. Home buying intentions decline further in the U.S. So check this out. We're seeing a big shift here, guys. So a recent Gallup poll found that 25% of non-homeowners expect to buy a home in the next 5 years. This is the lowest level ever recorded. Yeah. Okay. 67%. Do you guys see this? 67% of Americans, U.S. adults, think now is a bad time to buy a house. If you live in Jersey, you're going to think it's really bad here. It's awful. And I'll get into that in a minute. 65% of Americans think home prices will increase in the next year. Yes, they will. So they started measuring these readings back in 2013. They say another 28% of non-homeowners now say they expect to buy a home within 10 years, and 45% do not think they will do so in the foreseeable future. Between 2013 and 2018, non-homeowners' intentions to buy a home within 5 years were much higher than they are now, ranging from 41 to 49%. When Gallup next asked a question in 2025, that figure dropped to 30%. From 40 to 41 down to 41 to 49, dropped down to 30. The poll finds that 61% of Americans say they now own their primary residence, while 34% rent. Homeownership in the U.S. has averaged 61% in Gallup polls since 2012, down from 70% between 2001 and 2011. This is insane. The latest findings come from Gallup's annual economy and personal finance poll conducted April 1st to the 15th, a period when the median home price hovered around $409,000 and mortgage rates, somewhat lower than a year ago, remained well above the historic lows of 2020 and 21. Can I just say something? I don't like when they say that. Like, yeah, that was an anomaly. In 2020 and 21, those interest rates were just, can we just like erase that? Because it was an anomaly. We're never going to see those rates again. I mean, and I get it. People are frustrated. They're upset because now we're paying 6%. Not to be that guy, but you know what? My first house, I think we paid 6% back in 1998. So this is more of a normal rate, guys. The 2, 3, 4% anomaly. That's not happening again. Anyway, so this is why they're saying taking Americans' views of the nation's economy and their outlook of their own financial situation have also worsened. Taken together, these conditions help to explain why non-homeowners see purchasing a home as increasingly out of reach. The decline in near-term home buying intentions is most pronounced among younger non-homeowners, who would typically be the most likely first-time buyers. 2-year combined averages of the data show that 29% of non-homeowners between 18 and 34 in 2025 and 26 say they expect to buy a home in 5 years, down from 57%. So yeah. Anyway, so guys, yeah, let me pull this up. I'll get rid of that. Okay. This is just part of the equation that I'm going to talk about tonight. This isn't the only thing about the buyers. I'm going to get into the lack of inventory. There's another article talking about retirees and how retirees are not giving up their homes. So we have a big problem there. Now, as you know, I'm here in the lovely Garden State, New Jersey. It kind of sucks here. I'm not saying Jersey sucks. I'm saying the housing market sucks here. Hold on. My throat. Oh my God. Anyway, allergies are killing me. So I told you guys last week, shared with you homes that closed down in Essex County, New Jersey, right? Montclair, Glen Ridge. One home sold for $950,000 over ask. Another one in Montclair was like $500,000 over ask. It seems to be the norm. Just today, my teammate and I had to submit an offer for our buyer clients. Home was priced well over $1 million. We went in, not kidding, $200,000 over list. $200,000 over list. And they were very stressed about that. And the reality is, the town that they want to buy in, the last 2 homes that they were interested in were listed like in the high ones. And those homes ended up going for $200,000-$300,000 over list. So hitting the 2 million mark. And we said, unfortunately, the reality is what's going to happen here now is when those homes close, okay, those homes just went under contract. They'll probably close in the next 30, 45 days. Now, if you wait longer, okay, now we're in May. So say they decide, okay, let's go in June, mid-June and June. Let's go buy a house. Those comps are now going to come out. When those homes sell, it's going to be out on public record. They traded at 2 million, 2.1 million. What is that going to do? People are going to see this. And then they're going to, the next time they make an offer on the house, they are going to overshoot again. So say the house is listed at 1.8, 1.9, you know darn well they're going to overshoot and pay over 2 million because there are existing comps out there that'll support their price, meaning that they're not going to get, the appraisal is not going to be an issue, or the homes are just going to be listed at 2 million. But I'm seeing so much of this where these homes are I don't wanna say that it's the agent's fault that they're or the seller's fault that they're underpricing it. I think we just have too many people in the market here that have a lot of money. Now it's really these much higher priced homes where we're seeing the, a few $100,000 over list price. And, it kind of makes sense. I mean, these are like high income earners. They have the money to do it. But my God, how these prices have been driven up. And it's one particular town that we were trying to buy in. I've been in this business for going on 11 years. I know I hate to talk like that. I was like, I've been here forever. I haven't been here forever, but anyway, 11 years. I've sold a lot of homes. Okay. And this particular town is very popular. And I've never thought I'd see the day. We're just a standard colonial, built like 1940s or earlier than that, are trading at $2 million. A few years ago, I sold one there for just under, no, it was like around like low nines. It was a big house, a big old colonial, and like that was the norm to pay like nines, and the bigger homes obviously were over a million, but no, guys, we were like well over 2 million and 3 and 4 and 5. I mean, it's ridiculous. So anyway, so that's the problem we're having here in New Jersey and in other parts of the Northeast with the low inventory. So this article I wanted to bring up with you, let me share. Now, let's not get mad at the retirees right now. I'm not talking about this to get everybody all riled up and, let's hate on the boomers and the retirees. Let's not do that, okay? But this is the problem. Look at this. 16% of seniors 65 and older plan to downsize in the next decade. 16%. 16%. That's it over the next decade. Hello. There's no homes coming onto the market if these people aren't moving. All right. As the population, let's scroll down here. I really don't care. Go down there. Okay. As the population continues to age, we're seeing this being a bigger conversation. This conversation has been going on because people who are living in larger homes, they're finding it very hard to find a reason to move because they can't find suitable housing that is smaller. Okay. Oh, and this is for Canada. Sorry about that. So this is what's going on in Canada, but it's the same thing going on here too, right? So if we're having this issue where the retirees are not, like, remember we were talking about the silver tsunami, that people are going to be selling their homes? Where are they? They can't find suitable housing, right? Or it's suitable housing, like, one level, or they don't want to pay for an HOA. That's a big issue. That is a big issue, the HOAs. I hear a lot of people telling me now they're avoiding that like the plague because they don't want to have to deal with that added expense in retirement because that number is just going to rise. No matter what you pay cash for your home, your insurance and HOA and your taxes are going to continue to rise. And the HOAs, depending where you are, if you get special assessments, if you're in a southern climate where there's a chance of hurricanes, look out. You bet your bottom dollar you're going to be paying a lot more in that. So guys, this is what I think is going to be this is going to be it's just going to continue to get worse again. And I hate to be the negative. I don't feel like I just don't I'm at a loss. Like I said, my clients today, our clients 200, they went in 200 over ask. Did we get it? We don't know yet. But by the time we put our offer in, the house went on the market, I think Thursday. Yeah, Thursday afternoon. By Sunday, they already had 5 offers, and they're getting more. As I told my clients today, I said, they were stressing out about going 200,000 over list. I said, I think it's a fair offer, but you don't know if there's going to be that person that's going to overshoot everybody and go and offer the 2 million. I don't know. But That is my life as a real estate agent in New Jersey in a nutshell. But enough about me. Um, how how are we doing with comments here? Can we start bringing some questions up, please? Hi, Anna. How are you? Houses in the Atlanta area are dropping in price. Even Johns Creek, a nice Peachtree Corners remodel house, has a gorgeous neighborhood, 196 square foot this month. Do you believe these prices will drop? Now, listen, Atlanta, and Clark is in here. Clark can back me up. Clark, that you're, I love how loyal you are. He shows up every week. Atlanta has been seeing price drops for a while now. You guys have an excessive amount of inventory, just like most of the states in the South. Housing market has been shifted to a buyer's market. If it hasn't yet, it will. But I believe Atlanta's already there. Clark, chime in if you want, if you'd like to. What else? Okay, can we? Matt, are we gonna do questions first and then wins? I guess so. Okay. Chris Barr, so good to see you. Both houses we are looking at are empty. What is your opinion of asking if we can rent until our house closes? It closes either on June 8th or June 30th, depending on if the first offer sells their house. It's a good question because you know why? This is what I did. So this is what I would do. You can put an offer on it. This is how we bought our house in Jersey because we had to get in here for our kids to start school. We were under contract on our home in New York. I think we came under contract in like early July. We found this house like maybe 2 weeks after that. And we got under contract here. Now, this is back in the day when we didn't have to worry about there was no bidding wars. Okay, this is back in 2012. And what we ended up doing, what I recommend, you can go under contract and then do what's called a use and occupancy. And we did that until we closed on our house in New York. Because if you're from New York and you've sold property in New York, if you know, you know. They take forever. I don't know why. Literally July until like the end of September. Like, who are you kidding me? We could have been done. So we were done here in Jersey within 45 days. New York, 60 days minimum. They're the worst. Anyway, so that's what we ended up doing. So we did a UNO for like 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. We did a UNO and we paid them rent while we were under contract. It was expensive, but we had to do it we had to have a lease and also our purchase contract to show the school district in order to get our kids registered for school. I know that's not your case, that's not your scenario, but if you want to get in the house, you can offer that. All right. David Cruz, how do you think the rising price of everything, especially gas, is going to affect the housing market? Will it cause people to force sell more or potentially foreclosure? I'm not going to lie, it worries me a little bit. It really does. Will it force people to sell more? It might, especially if your insurance is going up, your HOAs go up, well, your taxes, all of that goes up. It could potentially force people. And it could also it's also going to make people pull back. This is why people are pulling back from buying a house because because of the economy, they just can't afford it. So I can see that. Oh, Chris, good luck. Let me know how that works out. You narrowed it down to 2 houses. Hello, Chelsea. Did anyone have any issues with their home insurance for claiming water damage on the roof where they were kicked out of the homeowner insurance policy? Here I am paying $2,400 a year. I'm hearing a lot of this nonsense. I really am. I'm having an insurance issue right now with our property down in Delaware. I won't get into it. It's too stressful to talk about, but I'm very nervous that they're gonna drop our insurance. Freaking out about it. I don't know why they're doing this. Like my friends and I say, "Why have insurance then? What the hell is the point of having insurance? If you're gonna charge us that kind of money only to drop us, what is the point?" So, Chelsea, that's not unusual. I'm hearing a lot of stories like that. Sucks. That's all I can say. It sucks. Okay. What else we got? We got some wins. Okay. Madam Mayors, what do you think about it would take for this trend to swing back the other way or at least slow down? Fix our damn economy. Sorry. I'm not gonna get political. I'm not doing that tonight. I just never wanna get political. But my son and I were just talking tonight about how gas prices went up literally 12 cents over the weekend, like, from Friday to today. What is going on? I mean, can you squeeze any more money out of us? I just there's so many different factors going on, Madam Mayors. I don't I don't know. It's frustrating. So, like, you have people, like, stressing out about they can't afford a house, they don't wanna buy a house, and then I got people that wanna buy a house and other people are outbidding them by a few $100,000. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I don't get it. And those people that are gonna be overpaying by, like, 300, 400, $500,000, where are you guys gonna be in a few years if, God forbid, you lose your job? Do you know what the mortgage payments are gonna be are like on that? You're looking like at least 10,000 a month. It's ridiculous. So, what's it gonna take? We gotta bring all the freaking spending, all the costs down, and build more homes because there's nothing's gonna incentivize anybody right now, I feel, to sell their home. I mean, you saw the article, retirees are just they wanna stay put, like, because they can't find anything. Anyway, all right. Mary Beth, are the buyers paying cash for these high-priced homes? Honest question, what careers do these people hold? That's what I would like to know. Like, what do you do? Like, tell me. Some of them are cash. If you were here last week, oh no, Mary Beth, I don't think you were here last week. I showed on Zillow a home in Glen Ridge, New Jersey, sold for just about $1 million over list, and it was cash. And that's why they were able to pay that price. There was no appraisal needed because it was cash. And a few of the deals were like that. They were cash. I don't know. I mean, look, we're close to New York City, so these could be like, high-powered executives that are buying them. I'm not sure. Not sure. So anyway. Okay. Let's do some wins. Let's get that applause going. Okay, we got Western North Carolina finally after 6 declined or outbid offers on other properties. Oh my God, we saw it noon Thursday, offered at 2, accepted at 4:30. If all goes planned, closed June 5th. Robin, congratulations. Can we get an applause, please? All right. Good job. That's awesome. See? All right. Exiting attorney review today in a gorgeous 5-bedroom home and 1.5-acre lot in Warren. Congratulations. I love it, love it, love it. Yeah, really quick, I did have a couple of wins. I should have said that in the beginning. So I had a couple of people who I referred agents, referred to my referral partners. And I want to congratulate Nathan. Nathan just closed today on a house in Florida. And I'd like to thank my referral partner, Leslie, for helping him out. He got a new construction home. So congrats to Nathan. And I also have Kristen and Jake. They bought out in Washington State. And they bought, actually, it was almost a month ago. It's like early April. They closed, and congratulations. Thank you for reaching out to get an agent referral, because my agent referrals are pretty awesome. All right. Okay, what else? Tim Sharkey signed contract last week for new construction in Venice, Florida. House was everything we wanted, below price point, great builder. Congratulations. Good for you. Good for you, Tim. Enjoy that beautiful new home. And I like that you said it's a great builder. That's super important. And another win, closed on a beautiful brand new Elliott home in the Sacramento area with 4.99 30-year fixed. Get out. The house is absolutely beautiful with all the upgrades included. Good for you. Congratulations. Okay. Let me see. We got a lot of chat going on. Okay, here we go. Thanks for the insight on homeowners insurance policies. Paying $2,400 a year with zero claim history. What's the point? Exactly. What is the point? I'm telling you, my friend just is going through that right now. She could lose her insurance. For what? For what? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, do we got anything else? Woo. Win. Just sold my home, got free rent for a year and a half, and made a good amount. How'd you get free rent? Oh, so I assume you're taking the proceeds to pay your rent? I don't know. Got free rent for a year and a half. Well, good for you. Congratulations. All right, we got another win. I'm in escrow. Seller came down $20K, 3-bed, 3-bath, built in 2014, 4.5 acres, 390 in Conyers, Georgia. Congratulations. That's a steal. Man, that was a good one. What else? Oh, wait, I got to put up Cackleberry's comment here. In my little area, agents are telling people there are too many houses on the market and they have to list below market value. That's kind of a smart thing to do. That's kind of what I'm doing right now at my place in Delaware. We dropped the price. Like, really, like, I slashed that price. I'm like, I got to get rid of this. So that's the problem we're still seeing is especially people who purchased the homes in between 21 and 22, 23. Now they want to turn around and sell. You can't list it for what you bought it for, unfortunately. Can we pull up David Knox's comment? Hold on. I got it, Matt. Here we go. I just offered 105. How are you, David, by the way? Let me just stop and say hello. I just offered 105,000 over asking, no contingencies, way out Morris County, and our agent indicated we weren't even close. David, an agent that I'm working with right now, I have a client that's in attorney review on a house. The listing agent for that, she just posted a story. The house in Morris County went for $338,000, $335,000 over list. Morris County is, oh my God, I know. Yep. It's not good. I just need to move a house in New Jersey to increase its value. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay. Do we have anything else? All right, I'm just going to pull up some of the comments. All right, what do you got, Chris Barr? Our neighborhood has a very small HOA, 100 a year. We live next to a junky house on both sides, and they won't do anything about it. Then why are you paying an HOA? What's the point of that? That's just stupid. Mary Beth says, I think boomers want to hold on to their homes to give to their children as something tangible, unlike investments and life insurance. I agree with you. And I've read that before too. I read that a couple of years ago where they wanted to, you're going to see more of the boomers just pass it on to the kids. They're not. Okay. Thanks, Matt. Okay. All right, cool. Thank you. But I think you are going to see a lot of that. They're just going to pass the homes down to their kids. I'm not doing that. Sorry, guys. Love my kids, but you're not getting this. Okay. God, I love this. You guys are awesome. Yeah, Mary Beth, no silver tsunami. I agree. I agree. I agree. Thank you, everyone. New house is 2,400 square feet, single story, 4 bed, 3 bath, 3 car garage, right across the street from Brandy Park. HOA is what? 25 a month? And Melrose, I don't know what that is, 285. That's amazing. God, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. So where are we now? Oh, we're 30 minutes in. Okay. Let's talk about let's do buyer seller one-on-one. I love this. I love this topic every week. I have so much fun with this. Okay. For you home buyers, I want to talk about why it's important to listen to your lender once you're under contract, and especially when they tell you do not purchase anything on credit. Don't go lease a car, don't buy a car, do not go buy furniture for the new house. I can't tell you. I oh my God. It's gonna destroy it can destroy you and prevent you from getting your loan because you're adding more debt, which will raise your debt to income ratio. And then that can put a kibosh on you getting qualified for the loan. So here's your PSA, your reminder. When you're putting an offer on a house, you get under contract. Um, I would cut up your credit cards. Don't be tempted to use them. Don't spend any money in that time period until you close on that loan. Don't do it. I've heard nightmare stories when people are just going out and buying furniture and not thinking anything of it. And when your lender tells you that, you listen to them. So please, PSA, if you want to get qualified, you want to get your mortgage commitment, you want to buy the house, cut up those credit cards. I know it's pain, but you know what? Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Now, I want to talk to you about what do we fix and what do we update? You're selling a home. This is key. I've been on a couple of listing appointments lately. I'm getting this question a lot. And because people feel like, oh, my house has to be, looking fabulous, and I need a new kitchen. I need to redo the floors. I need to, whatever. Paint, all that other stuff. Okay. The most important thing, what you're going to do is you have to look at what needs to be fixed. And I talked about this last week or the week before about getting a pre-listing home inspection. I've had several of my clients take advantage of that and spend the money and get pre-listing home inspections to help identify any potential problems. And then this way they could address them before the home goes on the market. And it's been extremely helpful for them. There were some things discovered that they had no idea was going on in the house. And it just it was worth the $500 to have the home inspection. So the most important thing is make the necessary repairs. Don't worry about like we're going to reface my cabinets before I put it on the market. Here is my thought about doing projects like that. Renovating a bathroom, renovating a kitchen, or refacing the cabinets. It's not worth it. It's not worth it because the next buyer is going to rip it out. I can almost guarantee you that's what they're going to do. I've seen it time and time again. Don't do it. You want to spruce it up a little bit, clean it up, whatever. That's fine. Even painting the cabinets. Some people wanted to do that, but honestly, that could be just as expensive as replacing your cabinets. If you want to change the hardware, make it, just bring it up to date a little bit. I think that would look nice, but don't go crazy and feel like you have to make updates to the bathrooms, the kitchen. It's not necessary. And I've also got this question about flooring. What do we do about the flooring? Do we replace the flooring? Personally, I wouldn't. I would price the house accordingly. Now, if you have hardwood floors underneath your carpeting, I think it is worth it to rip that carpet up. If they're in good condition, you may wanna get them buffed out, maybe put it like a nice finish, put a little polyurethane on it. Don't go crazy. You don't need to, like, totally replace the floors, unless if they're in bad shape, clean them up a little bit. But if you wanna show that you have hardwood floors, I mean, that's key. That is key. Some people just won't do it. They'll leave the carpets there and they'll say, "Yeah, there's hardwood underneath," and then let the buyer deal with it when they close on the house. But to refinish flooring, depending on where you are, it's really not too terrible. It's not overly expensive to do that. That might be worth to do because when it comes to floors, man, I'm all for it. That's like I don't know why I'm obsessed with floors when I walk it because I know how expensive it is to put hardwood in. I lived it. Our house originally, our foyer had this green marble tile. Hated it. Hated it, hated it. I'm like, come hell or high water, I'm ripping this out and we're gonna put hardwood. Just to take the marble out, the marble tile, because we had to get a dumpster. It took about 2 days for the contractors to rip that thing out. That cost just $2,000 alone to rip out a tile floor. It's super expensive. So that's why I'm like, when it comes to floors, if you have hardwood throughout the whole house, that might be worth refinishing. But anything else, please don't feel like you have to do that. Focus on what needs to be repaired because it's also showing that your house has been maintained. You took care of things. All right. That's important because if you've seen little things, people walk around, they see like, I don't know, like little things. That's, little things wrong. It's telling them that they're going to suspect, this house isn't really maintained. So what's going on behind the walls? What's, I don't know. I wouldn't just do all the repairs. I'm like talking like, I don't know what I'm talking about today, but anyway. So don't mind me getting a little tired. All right. What do we got? Matt, did anybody else, we have any other comments or no? Here we go. Ms. H, how are you? If someone offered you a low price in your place, do you have a figure of what you would take at the moment? We do. We do. I mean, I'm not gonna give it away, but I'm ready to dump the damn thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that, but I'm ready to get rid of it. Just very, very frustrated right now. I'm not gonna get into it, what we're dealing with at the moment, but yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna take a really low price. Like I said, I'm not giving the place away, but everything's negotiable. So there you go. All right. Here we go. Miss Bella Boo, please enlighten me. I am not getting the sudden push for New Jersey. They have the highest taxes in the country. Come to Vegas. We are loving life here. Here's the thing. It's because of the city. It's because of the city. That's why everyone is moving here. And the people from the city are moving here. This has been going on since the pandemic. I feel like I'm just broken record. But think about it. Why would they spend $1 million on an apartment in a city where they could spend that or more and get a big, beautiful house with a yard and a pool, access to parks, and great schools? New Jersey is still ranked as one of the best public school systems in the country. And yeah, I agree with you. Taxes are absolutely insane. People want to pay it. They're getting good schools. That's the reason we moved here 12 years ago, because of the school system. We left New York because, sorry, Jersey was better. And I'm grateful for that. We definitely got our money's worth as far as our taxes are concerned. But now they're getting a little nuts. So, oh, there she is. Hello, my friend. There she is, my buddy, my teammate. Love her. Let me see. Here we go. I've all been given up. Been in the market a year in New York, Hudson Valley. Prices are insane. People asking prices are crazy for houses that still need 100K of work. I know. I know. But again, so you're looking in Hudson Valley area. That's another area where New York City is, and they're dominating there. So, okay. In Florida, the largest insurance provider in the state is Citizen, but it is state subsidized. How does that work and who pays for that insurance increase? The taxpayers? I believe so. I can't speak 100. I'm not 100% confident on that, but I would think. But Florida's just getting super expensive to live too, you know? It's been ridiculous for a while. Oh, wait, I get to put up Cackleberry's comment here. We just got our insurance renewals. 3,500 for fire insurance through the California Unfair Plan and 1,500 for homeowners. We used to pay 1,200 a year for both before Allstate canceled us. Holy crap. Are you for real? Oh my God. 3,500 for fire insurance. That's robbery right there. That is robbery. My God. Oh, hey, Kaylee. How are you? Oh. Oh. Yeah, you're the best, Mary. I'm so excited for you. Right, this is my client, guys, but we're not there yet. We're almost under contract. We're gonna Oh my God, Mary, we're gonna celebrate that one next week. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Um, okay. Oh, Steven, thank you for the super chat. I love it. Thank you. Losing hope we're gonna find anything remotely affordable that isn't someone's neglected summer home. I'm sorry, Steven. Can I give you a little bit of hope? 2 clients I've been working with. One, she was looking for a year. A year. We got her house, she closed in April. The second one, who's the one who just commented, she's been looking for 2 years. And guess what? We are now in attorney review. And I'm like ecstatic for her. It turned out to be the perfect house. We didn't have to go crazy over list, which was amazing. Um, so I'm telling you this just to stay the course, okay? Don't lose faith. And thank you for the super chat. You're always so generous. Generous. Thank you so much. All right. Oh, all right. When we're done here, I'm going to put up Stella's comment. We're looking for a mortgage for a house. Should I go to a broker or go to the bank for pre-approval of mortgage? So that's an excellent question. I would compare, shop the rates out. Tell everybody this. Don't just settle on one over the other. Talk to both, see what their rates are like. A broker will definitely go find you a better rate. Or not better rate. They'll find you the best rate. Bank, if it's your bank, you might be able to score a good rate with them. But shop and compare. Don't feel committed to work with one over the other. I tell people that all the time. Let's pull it up. My friend's thing here, comment here. Had a listing in New Jersey. The buyer swapped her lease for the same vehicle, but the newer model cost her $81 a month. She lost her commitment. We lost our buyer a week before closing. So going back to why you don't buy anything. So right here, they swapped a lease, same car, even though it cost her $81 more a month, they lost a mortgage. Thank you for sharing that, Stella, because people need to know. Oh, Madam Mayors, if you're looking to buy furniture, consider going to estate sales. I concur. Excellent furniture at a fraction of the price without having to finance furniture. Just a friendly tip to save thousands. Thank you for that. Can I tell you, I'm getting a little obsessed with estate sales. Not that I need to buy anything right now, but I just like to look. I'm having fun. I'm having a good my girlfriend does this is like her business where she buys stuff, she resells. Oh, estate sales are a lot of fun. But you are so right. You can get really great bargains going to estate sales. So, um lively chat. Lively chat. Here we go. Jose, how are you? Is it better to buy a quick move-in home with 9-foot ceiling or to build a new house? Also, what are the pros and cons of buying a ready quick move-in versus building a house? This is an excellent question. So you're buying, so this is a home, I'm assuming built by the builder. It's done. So somebody probably was under contract for that home. They had it all specced out and now they backed out of it, possibly, or they just built the spec home and, for people to buy. It's up to you. If that quick move-in meets your specifications, it has all the features that you like in the home, then yeah. And if you can get a good deal on it, yeah. But if you want to buy build your own, I would only do it if the spec homes don't offer what you want. All the little details, all the, whatever, all the little features that's in the home. If it's not what you want, then go and build one. The other thing too, now, if it's a spec home or they built a few homes just to put up for sale, you need to do a really thorough inspection on that because how quick did they build those homes? So you know how I am about my new construction. So, yep. Here we go, Clark. Hello, my friend Clark. I agree. I have a client trying to prep her house now to sell. I told her declutter, clean it, make it look presentable for a buyer. No need to do big projects because you probably won't get the return. Amen to that, Clark. Thanks for chiming in. Yes, it's you don't need to go crazy on the upgrades. Somebody else is going to take it over and do what they want, and it's going to kill you. Oh, can we pull up Miss Bellaboo's comment here? Bellaboo 702. What is attorney review and why don't you just use title companies? It's so much easier here on the West Coast and so much cheaper. Just curious. Miss Bellaboo, welcome to New Jersey. This is how we do things. So we only, believe it or not, really we use attorneys primarily in the northern part of the state. Southern Jersey, like the Jersey Shore, south, like going towards, or west going towards PA, like that section. They really don't use attorneys. It is so bizarre. When I went for my real estate license, I'm like, why the hell why do we not use them on the entire state? But whatever, we don't. You can choose to. People in the southern part of the state can opt to use an attorney, but a lot of times they don't. Attorney review, it's a 3-day period where the attorneys disapprove the contract that the realtors write. Okay. So we're using a standard New Jersey real estate contract was designed by the New Jersey Real Estate Association, and the attorneys get them, they disapprove them, and then they prepare their own rider or addendum to that contract. So they are taking all that information from that contract and putting it into their own document and their own rider. Okay. So there's a back and forth. Okay, the buyer attorney prepares their rider. They send it to the seller's attorney. Seller's attorney then reviews that with their client. Then they prepare their response, their rider, send it back to the buyer's attorney. This is where a lot of the negotiating happens, okay? Not for the inspections yet, but like a lot of back and forth goes regarding the closing date, if they want to change the terms. But we pretty much try to stick with what the realtors put on the contract. Okay. Attorney review lasts about 3 days. Sometimes it goes a little longer. Once attorney review is concluded, we are then under contract. So now the house is taken off the market. When a house is under attorney review, it can still be shown and offers can still be submitted. So this is why we get all like nervous when we're at attorney review. It's like we want to get in and out as soon as possible, because if that seller is still showing a house and offers are still submitted, somebody could come in with a higher offer. And the offer has to be presented to the seller. And if it's a higher offer, and this has happened to me a couple of times during the pandemic. I wanted to, oh my God, I was so mad. But it can happen. So it's not set in stone until you're out of attorney review. Then once you're under contract, that's when you conduct your home inspections. Where in New York, and I'm sure in other areas, home inspections are typically done first before you get under contract. We're backwards here in New Jersey. It's just, I don't know. It kind of drives me nuts, because honestly, the way I see it, it's really unfair to both parties, because the buyer has to submit their deposit. The buyer typically submits their deposit within 10 days after the conclusion of attorney review. All right, stay with me here. We do the home inspection in that period, okay? Nowadays, we'll conduct the home inspection, but the seller is not going to discuss the inspection item request. Like if there's a repair request, they're not going to address any of that until they have their deposit in hand. That deposit needs to be at their attorney's escrow account. So now if we run into an issue with the home inspection and both parties can't come to an agreement, yeah, the buyer does get their deposit back. Problem is, it can take a while. I had a situation where I had a seller, we were backing out because the septic had failed. The seller didn't want to do anything about it. We were at an impasse and we said, forget it, we're going to walk away. He would not release their deposit. He wouldn't do it. He was, oh my God, I felt so bad for my clients. And they were coming from California, go figure. So you can imagine how mad they were. Yeah. So it's a little convoluted here, but that's Jersey. So yeah, that's all I got to say. Oh my God. Like De Niro in the Goodfellas, don't buy anything. That's my favorite movie. That is, I should get like a t-shirt made with De Niro on it. Say, don't buy anything. If you're under contract, just don't do it. Cackleberry, our dishwasher is broken. I want to replace it before we put our house on the market. However, we have to remove the countertop to get it out due to the previous owners putting floor over floor. And your husband says, leave it all alone, but I think new counters and sink and dishwasher would freshen up our 1946 kitchen. That is original to the house. Okay. Depends on how much you're going to spend on that. And if you're not going to enjoy it, like if there's no like time for you to enjoy that, like I would put the disclosure, dishwasher is broken. There's no way, there's no way you can just repair it. Do you have to replace it? See if you can just repair it. But if not, just disclose that the dishwasher's not working. And because even if you put new counters, a sink and a dishwasher, I don't think that's going to stay. I don't know. I think somebody's going to, top floor is ceramic tile, so removing all the floors is not an option. Okay, no, we don't want to remove the floors. I would just disclose the dishwasher's not working, because somebody's going to rip that kitchen apart anyway and get a new one. Hello, Mary Beth. When is a good time to do an inspection on your home? We're looking for a home, but we are keeping these houses for now. So the pre-inspection, so it's not that it lasts for a long time. So if you do a pre-inspection just to get knowledge on your house, just make those repairs. You're not sharing that with the buyer. That's for your knowledge only, and for you to help you determine what's wrong with the house before you put it on the market, and for you to make the repairs. So that information, I should have disclosed that before. Just you're not sharing that with anybody else. I don't recommend that. Um, and for you home buyers out there, if you go look at a house and the listing agent say, "No, we did a home inspection and we'll show you the report so you don't have to do one," run away fast. No, you do your own home inspection. But that, Mary Beth, that's all for you, for your knowledge. Oh, I have so much to ask, but don't fit in the chat box. So stressed and discouraged. I just stay out, but I really hate the. I'm so sorry to hear that. You see the link in the description. Ask Jackie a question. Fill it out. Email me. Um, it's my favorite movie too. See, I knew I liked you. Um, can we put up Chelsea's question? There we go. Thank you. Do you have a preferred home insurance provider, even though it's a scam? I got to tell you, I have Progressive right now on our condo. I'm knocking wood. So far, so good. They've been really good to deal with. Let's see once we get past this whole thing if they're going to keep us. I hope they do. Anyway, but again, it was nothing that we did. It was just a little bit of an accident. So anyway, is a deposit the same as a down payment where you are any place? Yeah. When you're buying a house, same thing. Hello, Ashley Flores. Can we put up her question? A friend is trying to buy a condo in North Jersey. Thoughts if condo is worth it since it's cheaper. Depending on where you're looking in North Jersey. Some of these condos and townhomes, they're almost as much as a house. I'm not kidding. In my town, townhomes here, like $700 up to $900,000 for a townhouse. Like, who would have thought? And they're not brand new. They've been around for years. Like, who would have thought? So I would listen, do your research on and compare. Like, if you're going to spend $500,000, you have a budget of $500,000. I don't know if I'd be looking at a condo so much. If you can find a house that maybe needs some work, go that route. It's not always cheaper. And you have the HOA fees. The HOA fees in some of these complexes are outrageous. So, yep. Are you saying call Jen to do the repair? Jen just repaired her dishwasher this weekend. I'm sure she's going to talk about it on her live stream tomorrow night. So somebody would if you guys are on her stream tomorrow night, bring that up. She's so freaking funny. I've never met a woman who's just and good on her. I wish I had her tenacity to figure something out and to fix it. I was at her house recently. I went to visit Jen last week and she showed me all the pipe. Remember those of you that watch her, remember she was talking about how she hurt her shoulder because she was doing some plumbing work for her hot water heater. She showed me the work she did. I was blown away. I'm like, good on you. She saved herself thousands of dollars bringing a plumber in to do that repair. And then when I left, she told me, she's like, oh, my dishwasher's not working. I'm going to go on YouTube. I'm going to figure out how to fix it. And my God, she fixed it. So you all need to bring that up tomorrow. Oh, Candy, is it true that some realtors cause bidding wars? Here's, got to be careful here. What can happen, and I've seen this, where a realtor will call for all offers and they may not have actual offers in hand. So that I can see, them driving the excitement in, the driving excitement. Everybody get their offers in. I want your offer by Tuesday at noon. Because I had that recently. I called an agent up and said, so what do you have? Oh, well, I have nothing yet, but we just want to get this done. You have nothing yet? How do you know they're coming in? It's like for me, I would never ever call for highest and best offers until I have 2 offers in my inbox. Would never do that because that could totally backfire on the agent. They call, "Oh, we're calling for highest and best," and then you end up with nothing and the house still sits. You know what that's gonna look like? It's not gonna look good. It's not gonna look good. Um, I'm in an active bidding war in Westfield, going 175 over list, highest and best due tomorrow. Pray for me, Jackie. New Jersey's not a real place. I am sending prayers, positive vibes. Please come back next week and let me know how you did. I'm praying for you. I hope you get it. Wait, where's this one I just saw? I'm sorry, guys. How do you stop Zillow from sending all our listings to Zillow agents? Buyers click the big button, ended up finding agents who don't know anything instead of connecting directly to the listing agent. Zillow had started doing this a few years ago, and I hate it. This is one of the reasons why I hate Zillow. The whole purpose of Zillow was to, we were putting our listings out there, and the way it used to be, I had a listing, somebody would click on it, they want more information, that would come to me. Right? It's my lead. Okay. So yeah, it's a lead. It's a lead for us. And hopefully that person doesn't buy my listing, they want to buy something else and they want to work with me. All right. Yes. That's what we did back then. But you are right. Going to these Zillow agents, they don't know anything about the house. And the other thing you have to be careful about, they just got sued because what they also do is, I don't know, I'm sure they're probably not doing it anymore, but they were trying to get people to use the Zillow mortgage services. Because they had, and the other thing is they were paying a referral fee too. I think it was like 40% or some ridiculous amount of money. But they were also forced to push their loan services onto the buyers too. So don't do that. Piece of advice, if you see a house on Zillow, don't click on that. You continue to scroll down and you see the description of the property, you'll see it says presented by, listed by, and it has the agent's name. That's who you want to talk to. That's the listing agent. That's the one who's going to know everything about that house. So, yeah. That's my story and I'm sticking with it. Oh, Ashley, you're looking in Wayne? Just look, if you can find something, she can find something, he or she can find a condo that's reasonable, that's fine, but just be careful. Those HOAs will get you. Eric Garcia, townhomes in Fort Lee are selling around 1.6 new units. Yep, same thing. We have here in Paramus, we got $1 million townhomes that are going to be up for sale. Yep. Oh, Jose, let me answer. Let me go back to this. The quick moving has been ready since March. The prices have now dropped from $469 to $449. If I pursue this house, will the appraisal go up or down? It depends on what the other homes have sold for. So if you're buying it at the purchase price of $469.9, it should appraise as long as the other homes that have sold, if other homes have sold, it should appraise. But it may not. So it all depends on what they all sold. So if they brought it down 20,000, that means that they're trying to offload and the other homes haven't. They need to move it. And so that tells me they got to be doing price reductions on their other homes. All right. Zillow is just making the listing agent name smaller, print and harder to find, but it's still there for sure. Yes, thank you for saying that. Don't do that, Zillow agent. Offer got turned down today, went 50 over ask in Hartford. Joey, Hartford is, like, booming. It's been booming for, like, the past year because it's, like, I would like to say the last frontier because Hartford's was pretty affordable. Not so much anymore. But listen, stay the course. Stay the course. It's, you know, you'll get a house. Just trust me. I worked with people for a long time, and when you stay the course, it'll happen. The right house comes along. Um, Candy, let's put this up here. Is there a way to go back like 4 to 6 weeks to find the listing of a house that has now been removed from the market? Um, no. No, there really isn't. Sometimes on Zillow, if it's been removed, like if it was withdrawn, no, everything's taken off. But if it's sold, the pictures will remain. So you're so welcome, and no, you're the best. So thank you for watching. All right, guys, really quick, I want to share something with you. This Thursday afternoon, those my New Jersey peeps who watch. I'm going to be on a live stream on Thursday afternoon at 1 o'clock. It's called New Jersey Living, and it's with my friend Corey Jones. Corey Jones is also a realtor with Coldwell Banker, same company. He has a great channel all about New Jersey, so he has invited me to come on his live stream. So I'm going to be there at 1 o'clock on Thursday. So if you want to check that out, New Jersey Living, and I'm actually going to be having Corey on here. And guess what we're going to talk about? We're going to finally talk about the Netflix stuff because I know everybody's been questioning about that. Like, what's going on with Netflix and all these movie studios? Corey and I are pretty well versed in that, and we're going to have a conversation about it. So I think that's going to happen next Monday. But I'll post it in the community, give you guys all a heads up. So I'm looking forward to having that conversation with him. All right. So, you guys, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And if you need an agent referral, you know what to do. We're going to go right here to this website. Please click that request an agent referral and fill out the form. Please fill out the questionnaire that is emailed to you. And then I will get back to you with an agent in the market where you're looking to buy or to sell. All right. It's been another fabulous Monday night. Thank you all for being here. And be safe out there. Have a great week. And I'll see you all next Monday. And also, happy Mother's Day. Mother's Day is this weekend. So don't forget mom. It's coming up this weekend. All right. See you all next Monday.